Hey friend, welcome back to Say Yes to Chocolate podcast. I'm Dr. Becky and with me is Sarah B.
Hi guys, and today we're talking about something that we've heard from so many women have said to us over and over again.
Yeah, and I think probably all of us have said at some point, right?
Right. I just don't have the motivation anymore.
Right. I just don't have the oomph, the desire. Can't seem to get it done.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about maybe a different way of reframing that, Sarah, because what if it's not actually true? Like, what if it's not that you've lost your motivation? What if your body just doesn't have the capacity that it used to?
So we just see this all the time, especially in our wellness center, correct? That we have women who have been driven, they're smart, they're capable, they've always been go, go, go. And now all of a sudden, all this stuff that was easy just feels so hard.
Right. Or they're, trying to do everything that they've known in the past and it's just not working anymore. And they're really kind of the default thought. I think at all of the back of our minds, anyone who's experienced this is like, what's wrong with me?
Right. How am I broken?
Right. And the reframe that we're going to talk with you today is that you're not broken. And this isn't a motivation problem. And it's not a problem of not knowing what to do either. It's actually a capacity problem. Your body is not failing you. It's just asking for support and probably a different kind of support.
And I think that's just such a relief for people to hear because it's not actually about trying harder.
Exactly, Sarah, because I think you and I can both relate to this too. What all of us are taught is that we just have to push harder. We just have to try harder. We just have to keep doing the same things, but just double down, right? But at a certain point, and I think it becomes even more so in midlife, is that approach actually starts to backfire.
So let's just simplify this. Your energy is not created by willpower.
No, it is not.
Your energy is created by systems in your body.
Correct. Your body is actually one gigantic power plant.
And then, so what are those systems?
Well, there's systems like your muscles, your bones. I think that surprises a lot of people. Your bones are actually hormone producing in and of themselves. Your nervous system, your circulation, your nutrition, your digestive tract, even your brain is a huge energy production powerhouse. And then I think something that nobody really thinks about are the systems in your body that allow you to recover. Yes. So your adaptation systems and your recovery systems are vital for the body's ability to produce energy as well.
And when those systems are supported, then energy feels more available.
Correct.
And when they're not, everything just feels harder.
100%. It's like you're swimming against the tide or an uphill battle, 2 steps forward and 1 step back all the time.
And it's not that all of a sudden you just became less consistent.
No, or that you're not trying hard enough either. And it's more that the costs of your daily activities and your habits have gone up. It requires more energy. So the same workout, the same schedule, the same expectations, they just require more energy than your body has available. So of course it feels harder.
So with this in real life, right, this is what it looks like. And I for sure have felt this multiple times.
Yeah.
Is you wake up tired even though you've slept, that full night of sleep.
Right. You feel like you're sleeping good.
Right. You feel like you're sleeping.
Or vice versa.
Right.
I mean, sleep can be a real struggle as well, but you just wake up
already
feeling tired
before your day even starts.
For sure. I think everyone can relate to that, especially as you get older.
Yeah. And sleep becomes, just like you're saying, it's a struggle. Maybe all of a sudden it's harder to fall asleep. You're all of a sudden waking up every day at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and it's really hard to go back to sleep.
Absolutely.
There's no, that nap is really hard to get to try to catch up. Like you just struggle.
Right. Or you get into the cycle of napping and then going to bed at night becomes a struggle there too. So yeah, I think that's probably one of the hallmarks, especially as we get older. And then we start to struggle also with things like brain fog. And you just don't have the alertness and the clarity throughout your day either.
And all of a sudden you feel like you need more coffee, you need more caffeine, you just need a little extra to keep you going at the same level you were going.
Yes. And then, of course, by mid-afternoon, you hit a wall because that's what happens when you're, like I said earlier, swimming upstream or 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And it's rinse and repeat day after day. And then you just find yourself in this really bad loop of negotiating with yourself, or the inner dialogue becomes, what is wrong with me? Why can't I just do the things that I said I was going to do? Or why do I not have the drive to do the things that I've always loved to do? And it slowly turns into frustration and then guilt. And then you start to shrink your life. You just start to say no to more and more things.
That negative self-talk just continues to play, right? And
absolutely.
Then it almost becomes self-fulfilling.
But yeah.
And like you said, all of a sudden we're saying no to things that we didn't used to. And we just start sitting out of life. And that's the I mean, the point of living, right, is to say yes.
Yes.
So
that's the part of living that matters, right? At the end of the day. But it's not just about energy. It's about your ability to stay engaged and stay independent and keep participating in the lives of the people around you, your kids and your grandkids and your friends, and continuing to do things like Bible study and go to the school outings and go to your grandkids, baseball games and basketball games
or grandparents lunch day,
yes.
But then knowing like you're gonna have to sit down on a lower chair, and that's a lot of energy because elementary kids have a ton of energy, right? Like just being able to enjoy
absolutely
and make those memories with your people.
Right. And then that in and of itself starts to add another layer of guilt, right?
Yep.
So the really heartbreaking part of this is that when your energy drops, your world just quietly starts to shrink. And it can be really insidious. We talk to people all the time that are like, I don't know when I became like this. It was like I blinked and all of a sudden I've gotten old.
Yeah, and
right?
those steps happen so small, right?
Yes.
Like it's just tiny little changes that are happening and shifts happening in our body.
Yes. So if you take nothing else from this episode, Sarah, take this. Instead of asking what's wrong with me or what am I not doing that I need to be doing, what can I add my plate? Because that is not the answer. You need to start asking where in my body or what are the signals in my body saying that I need to do to support me. So Sarah, because we don't want this just to be information, and we need for people to take action and actually have something to take away from this.
Yes.
Let's talk about like one simple thing that people can take away from this episode and do today to start making a measurable difference in their body's ability to produce energy and support those systems.
Yes. And so let's talk about everybody's favorite topic, which is nutrition.
Oh, nutrition.
Which also happens to be your favorite topic to talk about. So it works.
Yes.
It's a win-win around here.
It's a win-win, but we're not going to make it. This isn't about having a meal plan and turning things upside down and making you become a gourmet chef in your kitchen. So we're all about easy, simple, and
sustainable.
Yeah.
So today.
Yes.
Today's one tiny thing we're going to try is we're going to make one meal, just one, protein forward.
Yes. And my recommendation on that is going to be to start your day with protein. So that protein forward meal, if you want the most bang for your buck, needs to be breakfast. Mm-hmm. It can be any time of the day though, so don't let that stop you if you're not a breakfast person. We'll get there. My protein forward meal of the day always is breakfast. Here's my shake.
We both do shakes. Yes.
Yeah. And mine has some Greek yogurt, which is a huge protein load. Protein powder. In the description below, we'll put our favorite protein powder. Mm-hmm. So you can check that out. I also do some chia seeds. So there's protein, fat, and fiber. It's a wonderful way to start the day. Has a marked difference in my energy throughout the day, even to the point of food decisions later in the day.
Yes, it makes a huge difference.
Brain fog, clarity, drive.
I was actually just talking with one of our members yesterday, and she started using the protein. She's never been a breakfast eater ever in her entire life.
Yeah.
So she adds 1 scoop into her morning coffee. Because she already has it, and she's already noticing. She's just like, I am not snacking as much,
right?
Because she's just is starting her day with increasing her protein.
Yes,
and for her, that's been a win-win.
It can be an absolute game changer, just that one protein forward meal. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be where you're getting up and making eggs and bacon in a full 7-course meal in the morning. Of course you can if you want to.
Actually, funny story, because I was just going to also say, like, if you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do a protein shake, but I already make eggs, can you add a little bit of egg white to it?
Yeah.
Can you do a side of a Greek yogurt with it? If you eat dairy, like those things just help just to boost that protein up a little bit.
Yes. So just add a little bit more. You don't have to add a whole new meal. Just add a little bit more to that
what
meal.
You're already doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So one protein forward meal of the day. Give that some thought. If you want some guidance on that or want additional information on some protein options, we are going to link in the show notes below our Power of Protein guide. So you can download that and check it out, and it'll be super helpful.
Yeah. And just remember that we are not tracking. We're not doing a big overhaul. We are not overcomplicating the system, right? Like our brains love to overcomplicate things.
Yes.
It's like, how can I make this 5 steps stronger than it is? No, you're just picking one meal, you're adding protein to it, and it's just going to give your body that support and that signal that says, I am supporting you.
Yes, I'm supporting you and I'm loving it.
Yes.
And if this is clicking for you and you're realizing, okay, maybe this isn't about trying harder, right?
Yeah, right?
That's exactly what we walk you through in our Age Strong Energy Experience workshop. We just completed a live version of it a couple of weeks ago. It went exceptionally well. It was amazing. That is available. That will also be in the show notes below. So you can click on that and check it out. See if it might be something you would be interested in or something that you would want to know more information about.
Yeah. And it's simple. It's step-by-step ways to support your energy. And we're using what we call the 4 switches in that. Right. So we're talking about strength, stability, vitality, and recovery.
Yes.
And your body will actually start working like it's supposed to again.
And also, so your body actually knows where to start working for you again.
And the best part, it's simple.
Simple. That's what we're all about. Simple and sustainable.
Because you don't need more.
No.
You don't need more to do.
You just need the right strategy and the right starting place.
And do it consistently.
Yes.
So just remember, you're not lazy.
You're not broken.
Your body is just asking for support.
Absolutely. And that's something you can actually do something about, and it doesn't have to be hard.
So we'll see you in the next episode.
And always say yes to chocolate.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Say Yes to Chocolate.
If today's episode gave you a win, something to think about, or even just a smile, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, rate, and share it with a friend.
Want more? Join our email newsletter so you don't miss a beat, and come find us on all the social channels at Say Yes to Chocolate Podcast for all the quick hints and tips.
And don't forget, you can always send us your questions or episode ideas. We love hearing from you.
Until next time, keep it simple, stay curious, and always say yes to chocolate.